is so much I want to talk about today.
Okay.
So much. And this is for everyone, men and women. We'll start. There are going to be a few topics or a topic that I want to talk about that we kind of see as women's stuff, but it affects everyone. So, men, straight, gay, doesn't matter. Hang on, keep listening. So,
Yes.
but something we are at the end of the Chinese New Year, coming on to the new Chinese New Year, and whoo-wee! Plus all the planetary stuff. Like, how many of you have been really kind of suffering the past maybe 2 weeks? Yes. How many hands can I put up? Yeah. Yes.
I am clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am not, however, prone to falls.
Oof. Yes.
And I have fallen twice this week.
Yes. At, in 2 days in a row, they happened,
Days in
right?
a row.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
First one, well, both times I was playing disc golf.
Yes.
The first one was right after a throw, and it was one of those slow motion things where I could tell you every second of the fall. I could tell
Yes.
you it's going to touch. I could tell you the smell
Yes.
of the earth. Um, I could tell you what was going through my mind right before my ribs hit the branch or the
Ow!
log, because it was a down tree and then a bunch of branches around it. Um, every second of it, I could tell you. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
The next day,
Although it was kind of funny, and mainly because she was laughing. She thought
oh
it
my
was
God, it
funny.
was
She didn't get
hilarious.
hurt. Her husband kind of picked her up off. She was high
Oh,
centered, and
that's right. I was high centered on this tree. I'm over this tree. I landed on my side, mostly on my side,
yes,
um, over this downed tree.
so
So
funny.
on my ribs, my chest is on one side, my butt's on the other side. I cannot. The,
Yes.
the positioning of my body and the tree underneath of me, I
Mhm.
could not move. And he's over there yelling. I'm laughing. He's yelling, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Help! Are you okay?
Yes, I just can't
I
get
need
up.
help!" So he comes
Yeah.
over and grabs the back of my vest and pulls me off. And I sat there and just
Yeah.
laughed. So funny.
Yeah.
The next day, we are at a completely different course.
Yep.
I'm walking to, I'm walking towards the basket so I can make my putt. It's a rock formation. It's rocky, it's jutted, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Having a great time. What I remember is, oh, the basket's down there. I remember the basket being over here.
Mhm.
Looking back toward the basket, the next thing I know, I'm ass over tea kettle.
Yes.
I remember three different times going, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh, yeah.
This was on Wednesday. What's
Yes.
today? Saturday?
Yes.
The bruise has just today shown up on my hip.
Ow. Hmm. That was a deep one.
Um,
And I laughed when she first told me because I was like, what the hell's going on over there? And then she told me, no, this one really hurt. And I felt bad that I
it
laughed.
hurt
But
and it was scary.
yeah.
Now I didn't fall a long way.
Hmm.
Um, but I do know I started off with my head uphill. I ended up with my head uphill, but at one point my head was downhill.
Oh, interesting.
So I know I tumbled.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and my husband even said, because I saw him coming at me out of the corner of my eye through all
Uh-huh.
this. Um, he said, I didn't see you fall, but I heard your body hit the ground and you were
Ouch.
moving. I didn't know how far you would go, and I wanted to see if I could stop you.
Sure. That's a good husband.
And I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
There's no memory of a misstep, no memory of a trip. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's only the memory of the scraping knee, oh, this
And
my hip. Oh,
I am so sorry. And I
thank
do
you.
want to say that part of why we're talking about this, not just because it's kind of funny and it's kind of like, what the
Well,
hell? 2 days in a row, and
it's
especially
it's
that first one.
extremely funny,
Yeah.
and right, 2 days in a
Yeah.
row.
But the energy shifts are so huge right now, and they're not just like planetarily, they're not just around us, they are in us right now. Spirit is, so you can really look at, that's why I brought up like the Chinese New Year and
Oh,
what,
oh my
because
gosh,
it really is going along with that. So we're at the
it's
end. Yeah,
coincidence. Fuck you. No,
I don't think so.
sorry.
We're we are in of the wood snake. So all that shedding, that all this whole year has been about transition and going in and finding things out, and you can all look up that if you choose to. I'm not going to go into the whole thing,
And well,
but
and
then
there's a group of you out there that are going, yes, fine, finally, this is over.
yes, yes,
Let me do
and
it
I
again.
would be part of that group.
Mhm.
And so that's going to end on Tuesday, and then Wednesday is Fire Horse. And it's double. Apparently, this particular one only happens once every 60 years. And
That's right.
that's
Yeah.
another transformation, but it's coming out of that transformation and powering forward and going for what we want and that sort of thing. So it's huge right now. And I have zero doubt that, and I know you, so, okay, back up. Whew, I'm getting so excited here. So you go back to the first time you fell, you were energetically, when I looked at her, it was like taking a puzzle that had been put together and dropping it, and the pieces kind of all went everywhere.
Everywhere. That's how I felt.
Yes.
I was so discombobulated.
Oh,
I
man. Yeah.
I was beyond.
Yes.
Um, I messaged, I think the word I said in my text was, I need you to help me reassemble or
Yes.
reassemble me or
Yes. Yes.
something
Yes. And
because
I'm
I
like,
really
huh?
felt.
And then I looked in, I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got together and did some reassembling. And
Yes.
I don't think the energy had, well, I know it hadn't finished settling in and moving. And then that next day came and she fell again. And that was a tougher one though.
Oh
Because that
man.
wasn't just energetic. That was a physical, like that. Yeah. And
It
it was
was
all necessary. It
scary.
was. But
And I I don't understand how, but I am so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to my body, Deva,
yes.
that this bruise and some soreness, a few very, I got some scrapes, no torn clothes, but scrapes of top layer
Yeah.
of skin. But I'm not injured.
Right.
And given my age
Hmm.
and a few medical conditions, that possibility was huge
Yes.
of really having a severe injury, especially in the second fall.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh,
And if
thank you.
seriously, yes. And uh, we're kind of bringing it up because we're saying, are you all doing this? Are like shit happening to you guys too? And I can tell you what I did when we went to had breakfast yesterday in the restaurant. I was, so that was my time for, I wasn't dissociated.
No,
it wasn't like you wouldn't look at me and go, "Oh, you're ungrounded. Here, let me just ground you." It was, I was like outside and just hanging out right here outside of my I so we had this little teapot thing on our table that had coffee in it.
Hmm.
I picked it up and poured it on my pancakes. Hot coffee on my pancakes. And I immediately, like it, both of us watched me do it.
Yep.
But I mean, it happened really fast. It wasn't like Mari-Lyn could say, you're about ready to pour. It just happened.
No, it was so fast. And
Yes.
I remember actually thinking, I don't remember the syrup being that thin.
It was bizarre. And I was so out of my body. I couldn't even laugh at myself. Like it was just this. And Mari-Lyn was looking at me like, "Oh, Pam, we need to." So we ended up at my house, which is not far from the restaurant.
Mhm.
And yeah, she was able to help me kind of get mine was different. Like hers was
Very
these
different.
cases everywhere. Mine was just this total imbalance. I don't even know what to say. I'm not
Um,
sure if we ever kind of put words to it.
it was very unsettled.
Yeah,
And by the time being in your own home and actually talking about it, there was this settling that
yeah,
began to happen energetically for
yeah.
you.
I had to ask my guides to, because I had to drive home, and it's not that far, but I'm still in a car. So I asked my guide, I need you to get me home safely.
Mhm.
And I could feel the shift of that. Like they immediately came and I had my
Yep.
wits about me enough to drive home. And it was weird. There were like no cars in my way or anything. It was like they cleared
Yeah,
they cleared the way for me. Got home, gotten back in the and it all went haywire again once I got in the house. But
it
so
was
we'd
kind of
love to hear from you
crazy.
all if you're having some weirdness too.
My dad fell this week.
Ah, he
He fell
did.
on Monday, and okay, full disclosure here, because I believe in being transparent.
Yes.
I had already fallen twice, and I hear my dad telling me he fell on Monday. And my first thought was, oh, thank God, took care of 2 and 3. I don't have to worry about falling again.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because falling 2 days in a row, I was
Oh,
worried about, oh my God, am I going to fall a third
yeah.
time?
Sure.
Because there is something about things coming in threes.
Oh, yeah.
And so I did. He told me he fell, and I'm like, oh, phew,
Yes.
okay, it's those 3 are taken care of. I don't have to worry
Yes.
about it.
And all the sleep issues,
Oh,
all the and which leads into part of there was a question asked today that we're going to talk about.
mhm.
And I know that she has sleep issues during this time. We all,
Mm.
but a lot of sleep issues right now. And that can be certainly with what Mari-Lyn and I do for a living. We have low V's coming in, bothering us at night. We have witches coming in, bothering us. It's hard to get a good night's sleep when you do what we do, but we still get them.
Mm.
But lately, I'm not sure if we've had, I mean, sleep has been elusive and
It's been
crazy.
worse
It's
for
been a
you.
roller coaster.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
been
true.
way worse for you than it has
Yes,
for me.
yes,
Hmm.
true.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
Although
so I
last
poured
night I only
coffee
got
on my
5 hours,
pancake.
so
Yes, you got five. That's better than, yeah. And
yeah,
they were all in one section.
yes.
It's horrible when it's like
Ugh.
an hour you wake up, 2 hours you wake up, half hour you wake up, and yeah, that's just miserable. So, and for those of you that does happen, one of the things that Mari-Lyn and I both do is we immediately ask, again, we do a job that,
Mm.
not everyone does, but let's say you don't work in the paranormal. You don't do any of that. You can still say, okay, spirit, is this energetic? Is there something going on? Can you help me? Do I just need to get regrounded? Like what? Kind of ask the whys.
Hmm.
And you'll know when we hit the right one, we go right back to sleep. Like spirit just takes care of it and whoop. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are times where there's nothing
It's just
spirit
human.
will do to intervene, and we
Yeah.
just have to
Yeah. It's
we
just
just
kind
have
of
to human
human.
it out.
Yep, which
Yeah,
sucks
it
ass, but
does.
that's what happened.
Yep.
All right. So we had a great question, and this is where I don't want men tuning out. You need to hear this, and we're going to get back into other stuff too. And we're going to talk about you too, men. But Kristen, I think, is who asked it. I forgot to write that piece down. She was asking about perimenopause. And this question, both Mari-Lyn and well, I laughed out loud, but not in like, oh, that's such a stupid question. Laughed out of the gravity fabulousness of this question was, is there a spiritual opportunity during this time? And I mean, it's one of the biggest for spiritual opportunity. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in the thing, didn't write it all down because that was that question that really got us. And, like the irritability and all those things, the tough time sleeping. There's a lot of things. Your hormones are just really all over the place. And this is where men, I'd like you to listen and women too who don't know much about menopause. Well, so you start perimenopause somewhere in your 40s. Every woman is different.
Can start in your 30s.
It can, yes,
Mhm.
especially if you've had a hysterectomy
There,
or
there is
something.
no.
No, the
I
starting.
don't think. I don't
No,
think even scientists understand exactly
mm-mm,
what
no,
starts it.
because we do start losing estrogen around 35. That doesn't immediately throw us into perimenopause, but I mean, so things are happening, and it just kind of. Um, Menopause is actually just one day, which I always thought was so bizarre, but it's the one after you haven't had a period for an entire year. Menopause is that one day, and then you're in postmenopause,
And then you're
which to me
postmenopausal.
does not make sense at all, but that's the way it works. Um, so men and women, both 40s, your 40s is really the time to dig in. The opportunities are
Hmm.
huge for spiritual growth in your
Yeah.
40s, men and women.
Yes.
With women, there's sort of, well, it's a blessing and a curse. Perimenopause is with your spiritual journey. Excuse me. But that's really the time to really dig in when your hormones are, because they're depleting now, and sometimes your progesterone is high or your estrogen, or it's low, or it's this or that, the testosterone. It's just absolutely crazy. And I don't want to go into too much about that because I'm not a medical professional. You can certainly talk to yours if there's an issue. But what it does is it really starts bringing up your wounding. It really, really does. Like the
Hmm.
irritability is real.
Hmm.
And so men, please know that, and women, she can't help it. Like if your girlfriend or wife is in her 40s and she's like, "Oh," please give her some grace. Please give her some grace. And that
Yeah.
doesn't make it okay for her to do that. I'm not saying that,
Well,
but
it depends on what has happened. So
true.
I want to share this story.
Okay.
I had no idea um about perimenopause
Because it's not talked about.
until um a friend of mine brought it up.
Mm,
Um After, I had already been experiencing it for probably 5 years. Perimenopause is a long duration. It can
ugh,
be 5 to 20 years long.
yes.
It really can be. Um,
Yes.
but at this particular point in time, um, I was not on a spiritual journey. I was very active in my alcoholism.
Yes.
And but the story the spirit has just brought to me is for some reason I wanted to take my wedding ring off. And the only reason I can think that I wanted to take my ring off was because I was going to put lotion on my hands.
Okay, sure.
That's the only thing that I can think of. I couldn't get it off.
Mm.
I remember walking out of the bathroom into our, at the time, small hallway, bursting into tears and yelling at my husband, I can't get this damn ring off my finger.
Yeah.
And I'm sobbing.
Yes.
Absolutely no understanding of what was
No.
happening to me in the moment.
No.
After it was done, I went, oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
And common sense kind of kicked in, and I was like,
Sure.
things were kind of making sense. But as it was happening,
Yeah. No.
clueless.
Yeah.
Um, I love telling that story
Mhm.
because it's a perfect example of how unsensible,
Yes. Yes.
out of whack hormones are.
Yes. And at the same time, I'm going to add this to that
Yep.
is I mean, Mari-Lyn is we both try to be very transparent about our own wounding
Mhm.
and so forth. There was some wounding in there too.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
so that's the blessing and, you know, whatever the, oh, whoo, okay, hold on, my channels are opening. Sorry. Hi, yeah, yeah. And when you're in the middle of a transition and you're starting to open, it's like I'm dizzy. Um, so that is a time where, like now, if you were going through it, the awareness would be so
Oh,
different
if
now.
I knew now
Yes,
what I knew,
yes,
if I
yes.
knew now back then,
There you go. Yes, yeah, yes.
oh,
Because it's not it because she could have turned that sort of in quotes curse into a blessing, like, oh, shit. Okay. Yes, I had this hormonal thing just happen. I had no control over it. The tears just started coming. I was pissed over something silly, but still, but now what is the wounding in there? What opportunity now can I have? And then you can get healings, you can get grounded, you can yes. Yes.
I don't think I realized this at that moment. But what spirit just brought me
Mhm.
was there was a conflict between me and my husband,
Mm.
and maybe I didn't want to take the ring off just to put lotion on. I wanted to take the ring off as a moment of independence, a moment of
Oh, yes. Sure. You were
I'm
pissed at him or
I
whatever. Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
know. But yes, a conflict
Yes.
where there was deeper wounding
Yes.
underneath.
Yes.
Um
I,
yeah.
yeah, I was during perimenopause, I was doing a lot of healing. And that's really when the deep healing started. Not from a bottle. I wasn't trying to chase the worm or anything. Um, I was doing a lot of healing, and I can tell you the importance of that during that time and how much it can really help you get to the bottom of
Mm.
and I mean I have no idea. I can only look at, I have sisters. I had a crazy mother, although I don't know. I didn't have as many of those episodes as like my sisters did during that time. And not that everyone's the same, but their explosive behavior and the tears or the craziness. But I think it was because I was doing so much healing at that.
Could very well be. Could,
And
yeah.
I think I remember Christine, is it Kristen? It was Kristen was her
I'm
name.
sorry, I
I
didn't
know,
look it
I'm
up.
so sorry. Please let us know in the comments, but I think it's Kristen. Um, Something about getting grounded is hard. Yeah, all of that's going to be harder. Yes. However,
Hmm.
it's about knowing that, about seeing that really clearly and talking to your body. Your Deva needs to hear you talk to her and say, I realize right now that you're having some hormonal shit happen, and I want to be sympathetic to you or empathetic or whatever or compassionate, whatever you want to say,
And
and work
acknowledging
with
that she
her.
doesn't feel safe.
Yes.
She feels out
Beautiful
of
quote.
control.
Yes.
She feels vulnerable.
Yes.
You know,
And find that place of, when you
yeah.
find that place of safety, then you can do some work on top of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. But finding that place
Yeah.
is paramount. It
Yes.
really is. And it can take some trial and error
Yes.
in finding that place of where you really feel safe.
And now, men in your 40s, for you as well. Yes, you don't have the huge hormonal changes that we go through. You are starting to lose some
But
testosterone,
there
very
are
little. Yours is like a
changes.
slow drip,
Mhm.
but it, how many men in their late 40s, early 50s, all of a sudden have an affair, or they want a new sports car, or they want, like, changes happen for you too, men,
Mhm.
at that time, that midlife crisis, they always called it.
Mhm.
So big changes are happening for you as well, and is a great time to look at your spiritual path. What do you need to do? What
Mhm.
about the healing you have? What are those opportunities? How do you get through it? How do you move through it? So 40s are huge. They really are for your
Mhm.
spiritual journey. It's really kind of when, yes, you can start at any time. And we both have students who are around 30, and they're starting to get their shit together now. And I think that's amazing.
I do too.
And that's a good jump when the big shit hits the fan in your
Mhm.
40s. They'll already have a jump on that,
Mhm.
and there's no catch up to do.
Some of the um,
But
some of
40s are
the
huge.
fluff will already be.
Yes. Yes. And the awareness, like you have more of a oh,
Oh yeah,
boy, that,
the
yes.
awareness
Hmm.
that those people are gaining and that
Mm.
they get to experience and expand on
Yeah.
over the next decade
Oof. Yeah.
is invaluable.
And then I do want to say this as well. Boy, I'm chatty today, aren't I? Is This is certainly for women. We are spiritually working on becoming that crone, right? That beautiful elder in our communities, the beautiful elder that we work so hard to be. And to me, that term crone is not some people don't like it. I think it's beautiful. I love it. You're really not, in my opinion, you can't have that moniker until is that the right word? Um,
I think so.
I tell you, when I have a new guide, and she has a vocabulary and I don't. um, but you don't get that moniker just from your age. Sorry, but you don't. You get it from doing all that work. You get it from being enlightened and when I say enlightened, I mean of yourself, not in terms of necessarily of everyone around or life or some spiritual note. It's, yourself, and you've been enlightened, and you've done so much healing, and you can be honest and straightforward and pass that on to others. That's the crone that I think is so amazing, and I'm very happy to be. Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
So Kristen, I hope we answered your questions, I hope.
I think so. And yes, it is Kristen. I did find it.
Okay, good.
It goes
Is
by
there
the real
something else
Kristen.
that she wanted in there? Something
And oh, why did it not stay?
I want to acknowledge that it is hard. Yes, Kristen, it is hard. There are days
Hmm.
when you're going to try and ground and you can't. Try to just take that in stride and go, okay, well, guess that's not happening today, and go out for a walk instead, or jog in place, or do something else, something else. Yes. There,
Yes.
there's another question in there.
A very specific question.
Oh, okay.
How can we hold onto a vibration of love when it feels like our body and mind are working against us?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
First of all, well, I would say we probably both have a different answer, similar but different. Um, you have to get your mind to stop spinning. Try to be in. I heard someone say they call it vitamin G. It's gratitude. It's vitamin G.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Try to get to that place. You know, something that is coming to me now. I used to have my kids do it when they were small, well, smaller, not like small, like five, a little bit older,
Okay. Because
preteen.
that's where I went, like
I
five
know, me
under.
too. Yeah, preteen, whatever.
Okay.
When your brain is racing or your emotions are high or whatever, push-ups or lifting some heavy boxes, not super heavy, but lifting. When get your muscles engaged and it slows down your brain.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
Mhm. Now, a walk,
Hmm.
I love to walk, but I could walk forever and my brain doesn't slow down necessarily. But that, like push-ups, sit-ups, doing planks, doing something where your bigger muscles of your upper body are engaged and your brain will come down. So, or stop,
Interesting.
slow down. Hmm.
Hmm. It's
Mari-Lyn,
hard to do a plank when your brain is racing. It's
yes.
really hard to plank when your brain
Hmm.
is racing.
Yep.
It's hard for me to plank anyway, but
But do it anyway. So how to hold that vibration of love is, well, yeah. For me,
yeah.
it's getting my brain to slow down, the emotion to slow down. And sometimes that even go out for a jog or I mean, if you have children, I don't know if you have, I think she has children. I think she has said before, and I think that's the same person. I don't know. But you can't always, and don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you never can. I mean, as humans, we can't hold on to that
Right.
for
Hmm.
any sustained amount of time. Um, but I would say the better, I don't know if better is really an accurate word. The more of a relationship you have with yourself
Hmm.
and
Yep.
your body
I know where
and
this is
your
going. Uh-huh.
spirit, the easier it is to find that vibration of acceptance of whatever it is you're going through. So, if this is something that you've never done before, you could start simply by when you go to bed at night saying, "Good night, Kristen. I love you."
Yes.
When you wake up in the morning, "Good morning, Kristen. Have a great day."
Mhm.
Um, and if you can't add the "I love you" or the "Have a great day," just beginning with "good night" and "good morning" can make a huge difference in starting to build that relationship with your body.
Yes. I'm not huge on the whole journey, journaling your affirmations and journaling your gratitudes and all of that. But one thing that's coming, and some people, I'm talking about for
Mhm.
me
Yeah,
personally,
yeah, yeah.
doesn't fucking help anything. Sorry, but that is just not my, that's not my love language. Doesn't work. However, having a list of like 10, when you are in that place of love and you're in that gooey ooey place and life feels wonderful, write down like 10 things that you're really grateful for and just have those somewhere. So when you're in a really shitty place and you can't think of anything that you're grateful for, you can pick up that list and you can say them. And I would say them out loud and just go over it until. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. What if you made that list repeatedly? Like you had that list
Oh,
on a
sure.
sticky note and you put it on the other side, on the inside of the medicine cabinet, the hall closet,
Hmm.
um, the place where you open up to get your drinking glass, the pantry, those
Nice.
places where
Yes.
when you open it, it's there
Hmm.
and you see it without seeing it.
Yes. I would not suggest using, I know some people do this, take like a lipstick and they write on the mirror. Have you ever tried to get lipstick off, that much lipstick off a mirror? It's a pain. You end up with just this foggy mirror. So don't, you see that like in
I
movies
would
and
not use
stuff. The
lipstick.
girl, right?
I've done it with Sharpie. I've done it with a
Sharpie,
Sharpie
yeah,
on the
Sharpies
mirror.
will come
Yep.
off a mirror,
Yep.
but lipstick, it just smears.
It's
And then it's,
what a
it's
mess.
just,
The
yeah, it's a,
wax and the oils and the
yeah,
oh yeah.
nope, 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 nope.
No. No. But putting those, that's a brilliant idea of when you are in that really
Mhm. Yeah,
great
that's when you have to do
time
it.
of making that list.
Mhm.
That's how I stopped clenching my teeth.
Oh, interesting.
I used to always, 100% of the time, my teeth were clenched. Excuse me. And I had seen
You
this.
used to wear a night guard, I
Oh, I
think,
still do.
right?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Have to.
Oh,
Have to. Um, but this was during my waking time.
oh,
My teeth were clenched.
oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And I started reading about it. And what the suggestion
Mhm.
was to write down lips together, teeth apart, and
Ah,
to put that in as many places that were,
mhm.
like I said, on the other
Yeah,
side of the cupboard door.
right.
And I had those everywhere. Um, a couple of years went by and I finally took most of them down. I might still have one in my hall closet,
That's funny.
but it
Yeah,
works.
it works.
It works because you
Yeah,
see it without having to like find it and read it. It's
yes.
so subconscious that
And
it,
even though you're used to seeing it there, it's still too, yeah.
yep, it is
It's,
that reminder. It's that
yeah.
little poke,
Mhm.
that little tap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's coming also, it's similar to like when you're talking to a kid. First of all, if you're arguing with a kid, you've already lost. Let me just, if an argument's happening and you're talking to him, you've already done lost that
Been
one.
there.
Yes, we all have. We all have. But sometimes there's something going on and maybe not a kid. Maybe it's your spouse who's having a really rough time or is uh the hormones are going or raging, whatever it is. Sometimes you have to put that aside and wait until they're done with that and they've calmed down, and then
Mhm,
you can talk to them.
mhm.
And at the same thing, if you're not, if you can't get to that place of holding that vibration of love, don't beat yourself up. Just the fact that you even think about it and you're trying is huge.
Mhm.
And just go, okay, and just, kind of pat yourself. And something I ask spirit to do, and I have a clock that I use that's this, it's in another dimension, and I will set it as a timer. Okay, in 20 minutes from now I'm going to revisit this, and I'll set that at 20 minutes, and I'll be damned if 20 minutes later spirit doesn't remind me. Ding 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 ding, you said you
Yeah,
want to try it again. It really works.
it does. It really does work.
Hmm.
There's another point on here I want to talk about in her
Oh,
question.
man, she had a lot on there.
Well, it's the same question.
Hmm.
How can we hold on to a vibration of love when it feels like our body and mind are working against us?
Ah,
Bingo.
the feels part. Yeah.
It feels like that. And
Yes.
it does. It can
Yeah.
absolutely feel like
Yeah.
that. And it's not true.
Right.
The body is doing exactly what it is
Hmm.
meant to do
Hmm.
in a journey of expansion and
Hmm.
growth toward becoming the crone that
Yep.
Pam described. It is part of the natural evolution of being a woman.
Yes.
And those feelings, while they are real,
Yes.
they aren't accurate.
Right.
It is an untruth that your body and mind
Whoo!
is working
Yes.
against you.
Yes.
And when we can accept that, it makes it so much
Yeah.
easier to open ourselves up
Yeah.
to accepting.
Because they could be in a different vibration. That's
Mhm.
what I just want to say.
Yeah.
They're just all like in a different, that's how it can feel like it, right? Is because they're sort of in a different vibration at the moment.
You are used to being here, and at
Yes.
the moment, it's here.
And then you have your brain over here and your emotions here and something else is here, your Davis, like you have all these different,
And
yeah,
then all of a sudden, it's here. And
talking about it,
this
thinking
side
about it
goes,
and understanding, but not,
no.
yes, but not, don't allow yourself to go spinning about not being able to. That's that's not healthy at all. You
Mm-mm.
just acknowledge it and say, okay, say what you want. I want all of my pieces to be in the same vibration. I'm going to come back to this in 20 minutes. Spirit, set my timer for me, please, or just imagine you setting it and
Yeah.
I'll come back. But don't, what's that? Ruminate. No
No,
ruminating.
no. Rumination is one of the worst
Yes,
things that you
rumination
can do.
is depression. I mean, a huge sign of depression. That's and it's not, and we don't have to. It's not healthy.
It's not.
Yeah.
It it can be a sign of depression, and I am here to tell you through experience, it can create depression
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
because you can start ruminating,
Yep.
and pretty soon you have invited or accepted, maybe not
Mhm.
invited is accurate, but you've brought in and accepted that vibration of
Yes.
depression.
Yep. It used to be long time ago. I'm totally dating myself with this, but it used to be, and I think even talk therapists have changed, but not all of them. But going over and over and over, ruminating, even with someone else, you're into this false sense of I'm talking about it. So that's got to I've got to that's another form of ruminating.
Mhm.
And if you're not trying to fix the issue, if you're not trying to get clarity on it, if you're not trying to do something about it, you just want to hear yourself talk about it, woof. That's something to change. And
And
I think,
there's some healing to be done.
oh yeah, lots of
Hmm.
healing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So for those of you in your 40s and beyond, yeah, healing. I still, it's
Welcome to the journey.
yes, yes. And I still want to know, have you been tripping, not sleeping, pouring coffee on your pancakes? Like I want to hear some silly stuff because we're all in this together. Let's just laugh at it.
We
Let's
are.
find the humor in how silly this is.
Hmm.
And I will say, I had two eggs over medium, and I had put them on top of my pancakes. It saved my pancakes from getting, and I don't typically do that, but it Spirit must have said, okay, we're gonna put that over like a like a tart over, and
Right.
the coffee just slid right off, so they didn't get mushy or anything.
It was really incredible.
Yes, it was.
What
It was.
where yeah, I envisioned this disaster and it
It
really
wasn't.
wasn't.
So I
No.
just kind of tipped the plate and let it all pool at one end and finished my breakfast. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah, that was one of those things.
Craziness.
So now have we answered her question,
I
Mary-Lyn?
believe now we have, yes. Yes,
Okay.
and thank you. I'm glad I looked.
Me too.
Because I
I
remember wanting
stopped
to
at that
talk about
that
that.
question was so fabulous. I think I just stopped there
It
and
it was.
went
Um,
okay.
but our feelings are always valid.
Uh-huh. I,
What?
yeah, sorry. I had a pen in my hand and it just slowly slipped and it hit and it just kind of bounced a few times
Oh,
and then whoop, yeah. Like, okay, let me grab another pen. All right. So yeah, so it's still happening. The energies
oh, and
around.
it's going to be happening. It's
Ooh,
going to be
yeah,
happening for
yeah.
um, I don't know how long. Mhm,
Whew. Yes.
mhm,
And I'm so ready. And I know it's I don't typically say, okay, spirit, bring it on. But this I am so done lugging because I know a lot of the stuff I'm lugging around, and I'm tired of lugging it around. Like these old memories that I haven't thought of for so long have been coming up. And I told you, Mari-Lyn, I woke up the other morning in the middle of a dream, but it was something that happened when I was a child, and I hadn't thought
mhm,
about that in a very long time. So I
mhm,
know stuff is coming up to let go of. And it's
mhm,
not about ruminating about those things. It's not about no, I've been angry. I go in these little where I just get angry and then I stop and then I get but they're so what happens are little memories come up and I'm being angry at them. I know what I'm angry at. Um But it's time for that to go. It's time for me not to have, it's really resentment and it
mm.
sort of showing itself as anger. And
Whew, resentment is a dangerous,
oh,
slippery slope.
yes, it is. And
It's
it's
a,
time to just let that all go.
mhm,
Yeah. And I think I said this before. Not long ago, a few months ago, I went to a family wedding and my older siblings were there and we just kind of went, oh my God, they're all yes, they're older, but you could see the resentment, that anger, that just that disappointment in life.
that's too bad.
The fact that they, and you could just see it on them. And I thought, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be that at all. And I don't think I am. Um, I don't want to be angry.
No,
What?
I don't think so.
No, no. I stay out of stuff. I stay out of politics. I stay out of, with like I can talk about with my husband or my kids or whatever. We can talk about things that are going on right now in our government and sort of life, but there's no anger there. Like I
Mm,
can't let myself go to that place of anger because I'm not going to tear myself down. How is me getting pissed off at some
mhm,
politician? How is that helping anyone? All it does is just hurt me. That's it. And you just do what you can do. You vote and but yeah, you just can't. You just have to just not just let those things go. And yeah. Oof.
mhm.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes.
Well,
So
you did tell Spirit to bring it.
I did.
You
I did.
did.
That's my fault, right? That's something I don't typically do, but this time I just feel be, this anger that comes up. And well, okay, I know some of you are going, Pam, just say it. What is it? Embarrassment. Embarrassment is, I don't know if it's exactly a mastery in this life. At some life point, it's going to be a mastery. I don't know in which life, and maybe it is in this one, but it's embarrassment. And I get angry because I did something that I now feel so embarrassed over.
Mm,
I'm ready for that. I'm ready to just be able to look at the retard sorry, that's not a very kind word. The idiot things that I did and what?
You exchanged retard for idiot.
Yeah.
You apologized for retard, but idiot is okay?
The reason I say that because the word retard seems to have come back into sort of our lexicon these days, and people are really upset about it because that's what they used to call like someone who was
Mentally
yeah,
challenged.
yes. And so
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and so yeah,
I just heard what I heard
yeah,
was you using one derogatory remark against yourself in exchange for another
yes,
derogatory
yes,
remark against
yes,
yourself. And I'm like,
yeah,
is that okay?
yeah. It's not, well, neither
It's
one of them
not.
is okay. Right.
It's
Neither
not
one
okay
is
to be
okay to,
derogatory towards yourself or
yeah,
others. It's just not kind.
it's
But
not kind at all. No.
that was
But that's where I'm at in this process. I'm looking back at the things that I did, calling myself names over it. And how could you be so stupid as to do that? And I really want to be to that place of, well, I'm human. And
like,
I
oh
was,
boy, I was wounded back then.
yes,
I did not
I
know
was
how to get my
living out my
needs met back
traumas.
then.
Yes.
Hmm?
Trying to get needs met, didn't know how to have my needs met. So I acted in these foolish ways
Hmm.
and inappropriate ways,
Hmm.
things that just were not healthy for me. And then that sort of leads to how other people saw me at that time. That's kind of the where the embarrassment. If I was all by myself, tripped and fell, no one saw it, so whatever, I can get it back up and move. But it's always because there are, other people watching, or they had something to say. Being the youngest of six, I was laughed at a lot. Everything, you couldn't get away with anything in my house without being laughed at.
Oh, with that many kids? No.
Yeah, no, no.
No.
So, and with a mother like I had who was very much into shaming as a form of control.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's a big one, and I'm ready to be done with it, obviously. And whether it's actually going to be done now or not, I at least want a better handle on it. Because like Mari-Lyn, you will talk me. There were times when I get really upset, and and Mari-Lyn will sort of help walk me through it. And intellectually, I get it. I know what you're saying, and I hear you. And yes, that makes sense. But when it's a wound, uh, yeah, it's trying to reason with that pain doesn't, in the long run, you need more than that. We need some healing there. So I'm ready to start that healing
Hmm.
and or continue with that healing. But yeah, I don't want to look at myself that way. I don't want to look back and think I'm, those derogatory terms and then some.
No, it's no fun.
It is not at all.
It can rob you of joy
Yeah.
so
Yes.
grotesquely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Spirit just sort of brought this to me. I just told the people who listen
Hmm.
that I poured coffee on my pancakes.
Hmm.
That's an idiot move. I mean, I'm able to laugh at it. But at one time that would have been,
No, at one point you would not have laughed at it.
no.
And again, with the derogatory
Yeah.
judgment, it was
Yes.
not an idiot move.
It was.
It
So,
was an
and it was a
absent-minded
mistake.
move.
Yes,
It
yes.
was an out of your body
I don't know where
move.
it was a bizarre
Now,
feeling how I
okay,
was feeling at
here's
the time.
an idiot move. Thank you, Spirit. Okay,
Yes.
an idiot move would have been
Uh-oh. Oh no.
it would
Yes.
have been pouring your coffee on my pancake. That would
Okay,
have been an idiot move.
that would have been, yes, yes, yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
no. Oh, thank you,
Yes.
Spirit.
And I
Whew,
was so discombobulated at that.
you
Well, and I
were.
already said it, but I couldn't even laugh at the, I knew it was funny, but I was in so energetically, I was in such an odd place. Like I couldn't even laugh at the moment, but I knew it was funny. I did. Like when
I
you were
didn't.
laughing, I
I didn't
wasn't,
even know really how to respond, and I
yeah.
couldn't help but laugh because I had
Yes.
just put a big bite of
Yes.
pancake
I
in
remember I was
my
like,
mouth,
don't choke, don't choke. Yes.
and so I'm like trying. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was. It was a pickle.
Yeah. It was, it was. But so I guess I have grown some
You have?
because there
Yes.
would have been I would have that I would have been so mortified over something so silly. It's like it was a mistake. It was just a little weird. We're talking and I just reached out and
You
grabbed the,
reached out and grabbed the one on your right instead of the one on your left.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it said the
Um,
syrup.
so is it safe to say that at some point, if you'd have done that, you would have just gotten up and left?
Oh, 100%. I would have so depending on where in my life I like as let's say I would have been like 8 or 9 years old. Let's say there. It would have been something where I would have created some sort of chaotic moment and then stormed out. So I
Mhm.
would have created like this angry thing and then stormed out. Um, Also depending on who I was with. And teenagers, 20, I would have found some excuse or weirdness to say around it. Like, oh, I meant to do it. Something like literally, like, yeah,
I
that
believe that.
like
Sure.
like
Yeah.
who in the hell would mean that? But that's where I would have gone to save face.
Mm-hmm.
To
Sure.
save face. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm yeah. So I'm growing. I'm getting better. Yes. So and then once we got home and we started talking, my energy came back right when then I started laughing about it. But
hmm
uh yeah, so yes,
Yep,
things
that syrup sure got thin.
yeah. And it's coffee flavored.
And it just kind of goes to show that I energetically wasn't fully in my body because it didn't register right away that it was coffee
Yeah, yeah. And there wasn't even that much. I caught it really fast.
really
But
fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then the eggs shielded it. That was just such a
The
bizarre.
whole
Thank you,
thing, it was
Spirit.
just
So bizarre. Yes.
almost miraculous, really.
Yes. So people, please let us know. Please.
Yes.
What has been happening in your life lately
Mm-hmm.
that is just to laugh at, just off like shit?
What's crazy? What crazy
Yes.
making's going on?
Even even not being able to sleep. It's crazy.
hmm
Yeah. So we'd love to hear
Yes.
all about it.
Yes, we would. And
Yes.
then your other topic suggestions or questions, keep them coming.
Yes, keep them coming. They're fabulous. And we'll try to get to them all. It kind of works out that it's like one topic per podcast, but we could totally put some of the questions together and do more. That's just kind of how, it's worked out
Yeah.
now. So don't be afraid, don't think, oh, they've got so many, I'm not gonna. No,
No,
please.
ask.
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
and some of the questions we might have already answered many a time and we can just say, hey, go to this podcast and listen to it. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Although
Um,
most things are worth a revisit.
yes. Yes.
Because we've always got more stories.
Yes. And if you haven't subscribed and liked, please do. It really does help get on YouTube. It really does
Mhm.
help get around. And I think even on the listen only, you can subscribe.
Yes, I
I
think most
think
of them
please
you
do
can.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Subscribe
like
or
we talked
follow.
about, that's getting that those numbers are going higher on
They
YouTube. They're
are.
not.
We love it.
We,
Love it.
yes,
Love it.
but
Yep.
please do.
We
And
appreciate your support.
tcseverydaypsychics.com.
Mm,
You can reach us
that is us.
and love to hear from you. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if someone out there's having some paranormal stuff happening, just saying our clearings are free. They don't have to be on our channel. We love to have them on the channel because it does help other people reach
it
out.
does. But doesn't have to
And,
be. No.
well, lately for months, I mean, we've hardly had any on our
Hmm.
channel, but but that belies how many people have reached out to us for clearings because we've had plenty of clearings. They
Hmm.
just haven't been, you know,
Just not on the channel.
just not on the channel. So
Nope.
anyway, I'm babbling on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.